Hello everyone, my name is John Michael Bushman and welcome back to Reverse 1999. We are deep into Chapter 5, so let's not waste any more time and let's get right back into it.
What? What am I looking at? So your so-called sacred project is this gigantic IDM computer?
Regulus inspects the computer like an expert.
I was curious about them during my stay in Laplace. Those later versions of the model are so much better than the 66 ones. But this one doesn't seem that far advanced to those. This is not a junk piece the man has sold you, is it?
Items of the phenomenal world are all a waste.
Jesus Christ. I don't play the story mode for a week, and I forget that just how sassy 37 is.
This one is long broken. After the emanation, we couldn't find anyone to repair it.
Why do you keep referring to the storm as the emanation? What does the emanation mean?
It is the waves of Numa. We are the expellees of the world of forms. We were banished to this damp and dark cave.
That has far darker implications than I think, or I may just be reading too much into it.
Everyone here is obsessed with the fake light on the wall, but forgets to look for the truth. Numa, however, will lead us to escape the cave and return to a more supreme realm.
Eh? You make it sound like we're living in piles of rubbish.
Aren't we?
Jesus Christ, 37.
Of course not. If you ask me, I'd say you have absolutely no idea how wonderful the outside world is, because you have never left here to try it yourself. Dr. Pepper, the music festivals, Rory Storm, the Hollies, and the Rolling Stones. Oh, there are too many to count.
Literally name-dropping the Rolling Stones as is. Jesus. But Dr. Pepper had to be legally distinct.
If it weren't for this sick storm, I would still be riding a motorcycle in one of those races in London.
Wait, you were a stunt? No, you can't possibly be a daredevil stunt woman.
Your soul must be pretty contaminated.
With what?
And the computer, they can calculate extremely large numbers within seconds, better than hundreds of thousands of you combined together.
In the case of numbers, it's not the bigger the better. Also, this computer has never played a useful part in our study.
Come on, mate. You people just leave it in a cave. It's like sending an infant to the kitchen and waiting for it to bring you dinner. Never mind, you'll see what I mean after I fix it.
Regulus mutters as she gets down on the ground and crawls closer to the computer.
Can you fix an IDM, Regulus?
No, but I've seen the Laplace people do it. Shouldn't be too difficult, I assume. Oh, the dust! When was the last time you sent people down here to clean? Oh, some critters are nesting here. Oh, did I break into your party? Bertin, come give me a hand. They won't let me touch them.
Alright, we're gonna do some cleanup duty for a bit. We'll be right back. Green numbers appear on the screen. After getting rid of the parasitic pests, the dusty behemoth begins to miraculously return to life.
You fixed it. It's great to have you clean the laboratory, Regulus. Your floating point immediately reduced.
Oh, is that a compliment? Sounds like one to me. Thank you.
It's a wordplay, Captain. Infinity minus any numbers still equals to infinity.
Oh, fine. I should have given up the idea of changing your eccentric sorting system a long time ago. What's the meaning of humans inventing computers if these machines were only left here for some critters to nest in?
Thanks to you, now we can have a look at the previous models, Regulus. But it's a pity since it only has the data before 2003. Everything in the past 4 years has gone missing.
37's fingers are dancing over the keyboard. She seems surprisingly familiar with operating this computer.
This is our chronology, Vertin. From 1999 to 2007, the emanation has taken place 7 times.
Oh, that's interesting. And it even shows like 2 particular dates. 1912 is an era that we will grow very, very intimate of, thanks to a couple of characters that have come out since then. If you're familiar with Karen and Sentinel, I'm not actually sure what time period Robuska came out of, but yeah, World War One is a ripe place to get a bunch of arcanists.
In the initial 4 years, the emanation has a pattern. First, it brought us back to the 90s, then the 80s, and then the 70s. After that, it suddenly leaped to the 30s. In the subsequent 3 years, it took place twice.
Every record here can perfectly match what is in the Foundation's files. Wait. These are the records before 2003, you say? But this one refers to the storm in 1966, which happened recently.
Yep, when we were there.
These are indeed the records before 2003. What's following the records is our forecast.
That's to say, you prophesied the 1966 storm 4 years prior to its occurrence.
Oh, that's an interesting way to look at it.
How is this possible? That
Math.
you are clever enough to develop such a precise mathematical model, while at the same time you just let the IDM become the home of these critters.
You said the answer yourself, Regulus. It's all math. It's all just math, and nothing more, nothing less.
We just worked out the patterns in the number sequences.
Exactly.
You made such precise prediction even without leaving the island. That's incredible.
37's lips curl unhappily. Why?
You don't need to go into a river to find out the pattern of its flow.
That is a very sassy way to answer that, 37. Good God, you did not need to go that deep.
Moreover, we would send people to observe in the phenomenal world. My mother was one of them.
This child is so sassy. Good God. But, okay, she sent her mom to basically beyond the island, so...
She is the co-author of this model. Nobody knows this computer better than her.
No wonder you're familiar with that thing.
So you have a mother too?
So that's where the line came from.
37. Where is your mother now?
Like many people, she was restored to her true form. Since then, I took over this laboratory.
That's a really nice way to say that she died.
The form, you said. 37. What is it?
What kind of question is this?
She tilts her head, looking genuinely confused.
The form, or the essence, is what's left of you after all the fakeness has been peeled off.
Yep, she's dead.
Now we are listening to the New Year collection. The world-famous painting Mona Lisa was found and returned to Musée du Louvre in the afternoon of December 13th. The U.S. Congress passed the Federal Reserve Act on December 23rd, formally establishing the Federal Reserve System. The conflict between Austria-Hungary and Serbia has escalated. Bulgaria challenged the Bucharest Peace Treaty. Tension is building up over the Balkan Peninsula.
Oh, I know exactly what happened there. Just go over Robuska's story.
In London, futurists gathered under Big Ben, celebrating the upcoming 1914.
This is... news of the outside world?
Soneto puts Ms. Radio to her ears, paying full attention to the unfamiliar news. After the snatches of news, when the channel knob has been turned to the
What
right...
about on your side?
I was reading that, Lilia. Okay. Been turned to the right and a familiar voice comes out. Okay, there we go. Didn't miss too much.
Well, I am with Sophia. Arcana's still in the hall. She hasn't taken any action so far. Got it. Please keep an eye on the Manus followers. Be mindful of the restrictions set by the Bangle.
Who are you talking to?
Soneto immediately hides Ms. Radio behind her.
Just checking up on Lilia.
Please stay vigilant during the patrol. This is the last place we need to check.
Have I ever told you guys how hot Sophia is? But anyway, on the white soft beach, there are several geometrical bodies in different shapes. Some have sunk in the deep in the sand, while others are still standing unyieldingly. These are I recognize some of these shapes. Some of these are used by the Manus. Just like a minimalist art exhibition. Oh yeah. Actually, yeah, it does look surprisingly nice.
We must keep this graveyard clean. Our dead deserve to be left in peace and undisturbed by the phenomenal world.
Yes, ma'am. Sophia gets down on one knee before a cone-shaped body, dusting it meticulously.
Miss Sophia, you said this is the graveyard?
Her hand quivers a little.
Yes, the geometry graveyard it is called. 4 years ago, my father was restored to a geometric body on his way back to the island. So was 37's mother, who was also on that ship.
Oh dear.
Why are you crying, Sophia?
I was wrong. We calculated it wrong, 37. We miscalculated the impacted area of the emanation. We thought the ships would be safe in the Gorgon current, but the safe area is in fact 5 degrees away. When the emanation happened, the bow of their ship had just entered the safe area. But it was too late. My dad is gone. So is your mom.
I know. But why are you crying? My mom and your dad have come back to us, right?
In a way, but I'm pretty sure 37 understands the concept of death, but I don't think she understands it the way we normal humans understand it. I mean, as you saw in the conversation earlier with Regulus and Verton, yeah, she knows that her mom's dead, but, well...
Have come back? Do you call this coming back? Like this? In the form of geometric bodies? Cold and silent? Being pushed to the shore?
37 frowns, looking confused. But then, the corners of her lips turn up. As usual, she works out the answer within seconds. Swift and precise.
No. They have gone somewhere further. Look at them. These geometric bodies. How pure and how elegant. I've never seen such perfect geometric bodies before. If they are not from the eternal and transcendental world of forms, how should we explain this?
37?
I'm going to study the emanation, Sophia. This is the best chance ever. The transcendental world finally opens its door to us. We will reach our hands to the forms and explore the oldest and eternal laws. Will you help me, Sophia? Next time I will definitely make a better calculation. I promise.
She definitely knows that Sophia is grieving, and I'm pretty sure 37 is doing her best to comfort her. And I don't know how well it worked, but seeing that they're still together even after all these years, well, that's saying something. Waves lap against the beach. In the fine sand, the geometrical shapes are bathed unyieldingly in the moonlight. Despite the endless tides, they maintain their form, never eroded nor washed away by time. An eternal monument. Sophia lowers her head as if she is trying to cut herself out of a miserable memory.
Thank you for assisting 37 with her research, Sneto.
No, I didn't do anything. Timekeeper knows the storm better.
You have helped us greatly by just coming onto this island. For all this time, 37 has been locked up in the laboratory, refusing to talk to anyone, nor participate in any group study.
Oh. So... I guess the grieving process is still not quite done for our sassy, blue-haired girl.
Since the 2-day emanation in 1929.
Oh, the stock market crash. There we go. I think that's the one that they were referring to. Or I was referring to.
It is you who helped her revive her interest in other affairs in Apiron.
These are Timekeeper's contributions. I barely did anything.
Sophia smiles bitterly and looks away.
can't help 37, because I don't see the charm of numbers. I lack the perception that an integer should have. That's why I can't see my own number.
The number's charm? Sorry, I have never thought about this. For me, Arcanum is my inborn mission. If you ask me, you are an unbelievably excellent arcanist. You can flatten the ground, clean up the beach, and rectify errors. You did it in an efficient and precise manner, which is already an advanced ritual.
Any students who have sworn to knowledge can do this easily. They aren't doing my job because they wish not to waste time on these trivial fragments of the phenomenal world. Because they have seen the truth.
The phenomenal world is never complete. Like you can never draw a perfect circle there. No matter how much time you spend on it or how sophisticated your device is, it is impossible to draw a perfect circle in the phenomenal world. Arrows always exist. The floating points after the decimal can be reduced, but not destroyed. The perfect circle only exists in the abstract transcendental world. Of course, anyone in the world can find out the value of pi through the most primitive method. Egyptians, Greeks, Chinese, and Babylonians, they have all tried. They made circles with twine, painted on the ground with twigs, or measured the land with cubit rods. But none of them actually drew a perfect circle.
The circle that was being drawn just now is not actually a circle. It's more elliptical, which is insane as she's saying all this.
However different their practices were, they found out the sole truth, the approximate value of pi. Because the essence of the circle is hiding in the imperfect manifestation of it. This is the truth. It is eternal, unchanged, pure, and transcendent. Anyone can reach out to it at any time, in any place, by any means, and everyone will get the same answer from it. The forms transcend all matters.
Her gaze is firm but distant.
The world of matters we live in is being flooded and destroyed by the tides of Numa. When the tides recede, what is left on the beach is the essence.
I can actually sort of parse together what she said here. I can sort of understand. I get where you're going at, 37. You sassy little child. You deserve headpats. Moving right along.
This doesn't sound right.
No, Regulus, it makes sense. You just don't have to look too deep into it.
Let me think. How come your theory reminds me of the Manus doctrine?
That's a direction I did not take into consideration.
37. We see the storm very differently. Among all the other things, we saw it first of all as a disaster.
But earthquakes, floods, volcanic eruptions, these are also disasters. These catastrophic events happen not because they have a reason to destroy. They just happen in this world. Like we do. This is what my mother taught me. She must be proud that she's a perfect geometric body now.
I'm sorry for mentioning your mother.
37 frowns.
Why do you apologize, Furton? Are you feeling guilty? This is a very unusual feeling for a number like you.
I don't get it. Why did you say my number is 0?
I just saw it. The numbers of everything and every being would just emerge in front of me. I see it, and I speak it out loud. That's it.
210 told me numbers imply our fate.
37 frowns even more deeply. Oh dear God. You are frustrating the child, Vertin.
Don't believe him, Vertin. Numbers are just numbers. I know nothing about fate. Fine. I don't think I like 210. And the feeling goes both ways for us.
Jesus Christ.
Because I once said he is a poor number. 210 equals 2 times 3 times 5 times 7. He is the product of all prime numbers between 1 and 10.
That's, interesting.
Looks like he has it all, but he doesn't have any real forte. He likes to sugarcoat himself with metaphors. Only those with a flawed essence would adore the trickery of words.
That is such a strong backhanded insult that I love it. Holy shit. I'm going to use that to describe certain people from now on.
This is indeed an extreme comment.
Vertin agrees.
And 6 is no better. Every leader of a Piron has been a 6. 6 is the perfect number since it equals the sum of all its proper divisors. 1 plus 2 plus 3 equals 6. But this number has been overrated. He's not that special.
It always makes me twinge a little whenever 37 puts that finger up. It just makes me think of Actually. And all she needs now is a pair of glasses to complete the look. I'm pretty sure that piece of fan art exists somewhere. I just have to look for it.
What about your number? What does 37 mean?
I don't know.
Jesus Christ. Alright, baby, let's see you explain yourself. She purses her lips.
I am 37. I've known it since I was born. So does everyone else. People told me what it means. But I have never tried to prove their theory.
The one question that you should ask yourself, and you've never bothered to know what it means. Jesus. Okay, this is going to be an interesting turn.
I know very little of fate. So I always think, even if I find out their essences, does it mean I have known them better?
"37 once tried to tell me my number."
Sophia takes a deep breath.
She wrote it down and put it into a bottle, but I couldn't get up the courage to open it. I didn't want to know. I once made a horrible mistake. An unforgivable miscalculation. It makes me worried that I may also be a mistake. So I threw the bottle into the sea.
She stops her patrol and turns back briskly.
This is how 37 is different from us. We are all prisoners of that cave. Only the wise one can find her way out of the cave and return to rescue the rest of us. I'm the ignorant prisoner who sits, and she's the wise one who returns. I will be crushed into dust by the truth, while she will be the star shining above it.
Yes, she had heard the fable, but never quite like this. The red-headed girl lets out a sigh, raises her gaze out above the sea at the twinkling night sky.
The truth is like the stars in the night sky. It has been there long before my existence, and will stay that way long after I'm gone. It sheds no tears for the weak, nor laments the tragic fate. It's forever bright, and always moving forward. The person who avoids the truth is not qualified to study it. I'm sorry. My interpretation has been emotional.
No. I think I kind of know how you feel, Miss Sophia. However unworthy you think you are, there must be something we can do. Maybe we can't reach the core of the truth, but we can clean up the path to it for the future explorers. This is our fate.
Interesting insight. I have come to understand why 37 likes you so much. Let us go back to work then. Start from dusting the tombstones.
Alright, I've had enough of these Sol Numa related idle topics. I want to have a look at your model. Wow, seriously, how did you get this far?
Regulus eagerly pokes her head over, but 37 is faster, and she has switched off the computer swiftly.
This model has been proven wrong. For 4 whole years we had been optimizing it. But the emanation in 1929 only lasted for 2 days, which means our calculation was entirely a failure. That model is just like this computer. It's a piece of junk. And this is all I can present to you.
37 drops her head, looking sad. Oh no, the baby is sad.
No, it's not junk. I think I know why your model didn't work.
What?
Manus Vindictae has changed history. They accelerated history, forcing historical events to happen earlier than they were supposed to. Thus, the storm in 1929 occurred sooner than it should.
No way.
She stares in astonishment. Her shoulders shiver.
Controlling the emanation. Changing the history of the outside world. Numa is eternal and transcendental. It won't obey any orders given from the phenomenal world. Neither will it change its patterns because of some fragments.
I'm telling the truth, 37. I've been there, in the storm of 1929. Your model was not wrong. You just missed some key information. You've never been to the place where the storm falls, and thus know nothing about the symptoms of the storm syndrome, and the true purposes of Manus Vindictae.
No! That's impossible! Even if there are means to control the emanation, it wouldn't be like this.
Unfortunately...
If this is true, does it mean the phenomenal world, this insignificant phenomenal world, is more transcendental? Mother's model was defeated by this?
She holds herself with a pale face, as if making a tough decision. Eventually, she speaks up again with great difficulty.
Vertin, could you give us proof? The proof that Manus Vindictae accelerated history and triggered the emanation.
I swear I wasn't lying.
No, not like this. To prove it in front of a Piron. Go to our sacred place. To the Hall of Truth. In the depths of the cave. There, everyone can see the essence of the world. I beg you, give them your proof, just like how we submit the proof of our soul number.
Come here. Place your hand on it. Feel the texture. The craft is one of a kind, not some cheapie you can get from the flea market. I mean it. This is a Keelium, and even the most traditional, delicate, and expensive kind. It has applied fiery red as the dominant color, and the stitches are perfectly neat.
So, where did... Jeez, Grandma, slow down with that. Anyway, where did it come from?
From the sea, just like you, darling.
Me, not exactly.
It arrived with a meerschaum pipe, a glass jar, a pack of sugar cubes, and a child in panic.
I'm inclined to think that I'm one of those.
Both she and the Keeling were born on the land where the craft originated. Their appearances apply the same dominant color, and the patterns in them share similar complexity.
Who's the child?
Oh, your curiosity is aroused. But we are not done with the carpets yet. You've always got to get a souvenir or two every time you reach a new place. So you will have something to show when you tell the stories one day, right?
She avoided the question.
Look at these handmade fabrics. How splendid! Those incredible patterns were the only thing on the craftswomen's minds when they made the carpets. It's safe to say they have spent their whole life improving their skills at using the vertical loom. And that's how we get these carpet knots arranged in beautiful lines. But they are just people like us. What if they get distracted? What if the carpet knots go off the right track and get tied to the wrong threads? Then you will be in trouble. Big trouble. All the problems in the universe will come at you, And the situation will be even worse than the bureaucratic system of a millennial empire.
Can't we do something to fix that?
I like the pragmatic quality in you. I'm sure it will make your life even more wonderful. The people will be impressed and line up to tackle the problems for you. Oh, don't be mad. Some make troubles and others deal with the troubles. That happens.
Yeah, I definitely gonna agree on that.
You know, every question has a questioner when they are raised. Likewise, every error has a corrector when they are corrected. That's how we get to know them.
Who's that?
The correctors, an ancient profession. Their duty is to remove the loose threads and iron out the wrinkles on the carpets. In the language of this island, that is to check the calculations on the papyri and even the holes on the punched tapes. No one is capable of doing this job except the altruists, because it is similar to unraveling a ball of wool. Besides finding the end of the threads, you must always pay attention to the cats. Yes, the cats. They may jump on the ball and make things even worse.
I sort of get where you're going with.
And she, the red-haired little girl with the carpet in her arms, was overwhelmed at the beginning. Not yet familiar with the ruler, she tried her best to find the end of the threads. So the cats took the opportunity to jump on her together and left countless scratches on that little forehead. Poor girl.
So this entire segment is explaining as to how Sophia got on this island.
See, that's the problem every corrector has to deal with. Their job is to correct errors. But what if their own existence is also part of the errors? Oh, it's no big deal. There is more than one loom in this world.
She's trying to downplay it, but she does have a point.
She left the complicated patterns behind and came to this simple kingdom featuring numbers only. There she made the first contact with a spinning loom named geometry. She had never seen anything like that before, and it was almost impossible for her to comprehend how it worked. She could hardly convert the numbers on the books into an actual diagram in her brain. Without a whole picture of what she was working on, she resorted to her hard work and more hard work. Then a long time passed, leaving one wound after another on her fingers. Later, the wounds even became calluses. In the end, her hands were no longer tender, but tough enough to resist the damage from the loom. Yes, she has won a place on this island for herself.
I'm happy for her.
Yes, she's a quick learner. She learned even faster than some of the locals. But that was not enough, because she has been outmatched by her playmate, the leading one in the field of mathematics on the island. That girl is like a perfect piece of satin born by nature. It is decorated by the beauty of mathematics and geometry. No manual work involved. In order to reach the showcase where that perfect piece lies, and to stay on the right track and fit into the school, she has done everything she could. But, she is still the most distinctive carpet there. Anyone can tell that as long as they spend some time on the island.
There is nothing wrong with that.
Of course not. She's only a bit different from others. So she will continue to weave on the loom until one day the spindle pierces her callus and the fire burns everything to the ground.
That sounds ominous.
Shh. I should stop here. You know that mathematician who was thrown into the sea? He died because he said something he shouldn't have. Cut not wood on a public road. Open not an unwanted bottle. I don't know what to say next. I guess the best line for this circumstance is, See you later.
See you later again, Grandma.
Wait a second, just a second. Isn't this still the dungeon? Are you setting us up?
Love the fact that there's echo in an actual cave. Well, if you guys can pick it up, there's echo in her voice, and that's amazing attention to sound design.
All caves are interconnected. This is the way to our sacred place.
37, wait. I remember Sophia once told us that trespassing on the sacred place is a serious crime.
No worries. The restrictions were to help us not be distracted by the unimportant details in life. It would not stop us from seeking the truth.
Oh, excellent. I will tell it to the Abraxas when it shows up.
Regulus suddenly stops.
Hey, 37. Are you sure this is the right way? My heart just sank as if I took a bite of those overnight potato chips.
Why the hell would you take a bite out of overnight potato chips that were not stored away properly? That is like the worst possible feeling you could ever have in your mouth.
Are you scared?
This baby, good God.
Oh, you wish. But when I was exploring underground with Lilia earlier, we ran into some fog like this one. Oh, it doesn't bring you any wanted guests, mind you.
Maybe you were their target because you are an irrational number.
Oh, is that so? You integers will be fine then. Good luck. Don't beg this pirate for help later.
Hold there. Something is coming out.
And there we go, she jinxed herself. Yet again, surprisingly. Several strange figures emerge in the fog, staggering over.
Huh? Rooster ahead with 2 snakes as its feet. Abraxas. That's weird. Why are they here?
They're coming for us.
Ha! What did I say? Don't bet.
Regulus, prepare for battle.
Okay, I know. I was just teasing her.
An extreme pain comes from the wrist. It's the stone bangle, which is radiating burning heat.
The stone bangle is activated. But they're just Abraxas. Regulus, wait for their attack. Do not kill them.
What kind of request is this?
Listen to me, Regulus. That's of prime importance.
Fine. If it is of prime importance, this pirate will try her best. That's it. I still have 10 more songs to play.
These are not the same kind of Abraxas as we've encountered before. Do they have different varieties?
Wait, where is Miss 37?
The answer comes from a distance.
Hey! Come on, keep up! Did she just take off like that while we fought? Sneaky little... We should leave 2 Vert in.
Wait a second, Regulus. Do you sense anything familiar in the fog?
Uh-huh, you bet. This is the first guest room we were put in when we first entered the island.
No, Captain. This apple has the same strange feeling. We saw the rise of Ceres in the same kind of fog. And before that...
That's the same fog as in the Elitiao space.
That is to say...
You are in a Manus Vindictae trap.
This fog is the cause of our illusion to see the Ceres and the Abraxas' attack.
Don't rush to conclusions. Follow 37 first. Oh, and what's that series you were talking about?
The fog gets thicker and thicker, yet the surroundings are becoming brighter and brighter. As if there's an invisible light source hidden in the fog.
I just picked up a piece of paper. Like this, just bent over and reached to the ground.
Regulus bends down and reaches for a flicker of light in the darkness. When she straightens up again, there's a classic manuscript in your hand.
What book is it?
Oh, probably just some math problems left from the critter's breakfast. You never know. Wait, the compound of alchemy. The 12 gates leading to the discovery of the Philosopher's Stone.
Is that an actual book? I think that may have been an actual book, or at least somewhere close to it.
This is that alchemy handbook given to Edward IV by George Ripley. Why is it here?
It was an actual book.
Look at this, Captain. Of the Great Stone of the Ancients by Basil Valentine. The 112 books by Geber. Emerald's tablet in Latin. Seems like there are more ancient texts about alchemy hidden inside the whole. But they are all incomplete.
Because they haven't reached the truth?
Oh, so maybe I need to crack some more crossword puzzles to find out about this.
Our caves endow people with wisdom. Our secret knowledge is hidden in the silent boulder walls.
Without getting anyone's attention, 37 has gone to the other side of the cave. Wait for us!
The knowledge in those books is just a drop in the ocean. Follow me, Regulus.
But Regulus puts aside the manuscript and hesitates.
Vertin, you lot go ahead. Go with 37. I will meet you outside.
You want to read these books here?
The knowledge passed down through language can easily be distorted. Compared to the wisdom of a Perron, it's nothing.
No, I'm not going to stay here. I'm going back. Oh, all right, I might as well just admit that your cave indeed has the power to give people insights. If I follow its lead, perhaps I'll finally work out the answer about that little thing I've been carrying with me. Never thought that I'd find the answer here. Easy as picking up a shell on a beach.
37 stops and tilts her head in confusion.
What? You don't want to get closer to the truth?
Oh, of course I do. And that's precisely why I don't want to get to it so easily. I don't want it to be fed into my brain.
That's actually a really good way of looking at it.
Come on, it's the ultimate truth that we're talking about. If someone just tells me the ending of Lord of the Flies before I enjoy the book, I will throw them into the sea as you people do.
That's a good way to look at it, actually.
Oh.
Well, even the baby agrees. She suddenly smiles.
I only met two people who reject the truth. So this is the mindset of irrational numbers. I see. Thank you for being my subject of observation, Regulus.
That is... I'm not sure if that's even a compliment. But 37 has walked away.
Go, Vertin. We have a long way ahead.
Be careful, Regulus.
Don't worry, I know this place well enough by now. After all, I've never been so welcomed in any other place ever. Critters, monsters, creatures with strange heads. Do you worse. This pirate is not afraid of you.
Apiron, the boundless, the beginning of all things. Everything originates from it and returns to it. Infinity has no start and no end. But nothing would come into existence if there's only infinity. Look up there, Vertin. Now they are presenting in their true forms. In their purest and newest forms.
The cave is bright as daytime, as if it's ready for another gesture. She stretched out her hand like a proud
Our
conductor.
world was born from the wounds on infinity. When it's cut by finity, the patterns of the cutting are what we call mathematics. Thus, the essences of numbers exist inside all beings, and the patterns of all numbers exist in all matters. The length of a butterfly's wings and its body are in golden ratio, and the plant leaves grow on their stems in the pattern of the Fibonacci spiral. This is the most primitive rhythm of Arcanum, and it is also the beginning of our extraordinary study. This is the essence.
And how do I submit my proof?
Close your eyes, Vertin. Only when your eyes are closed will your mind open up. Now, stay fully concentrated and recall the question you want to verify. Only in the absolute contemplation can truth reveal itself to you.
The body is tossed up and falls into eternal silence, yet the soul is thrilled, celebrating its hard-earned liberty. As it rises higher, it sees further. It transcends the eternal wheel of birth and rises beyond the continuously running wheel of time. From the void to the first existence, from 1 to 2, then to 3, from points to lines, then to planes.
The storm, the emanation, the storm syndrome. Where are they from? Foundation, Manus Vindictae, Aperon. What roles do they play? Why does the storm fall when history trembles? Why doesn't the storm fall into the misty land? What is the ingredient of asymmetrical nuclide R?
All the clues from the past are gathering here. Points make lines, lines make planes, and planes join into the rest. A net of mysteries.
The world is a dark underground labyrinth. But Numa can guide us to go beyond all things and reach the exit. Virgin, can you see it?
It's burning!
The stone bangle on the wrist becomes scalding again. The tranquil kingdom of truth disappears, replaced with endless chaos.
What's going on? Is somebody fighting with the Manus now? What's happening outside the cave?
Luton, why are you straying? If the meditation goes beyond control, you will be thrown out of here. This would be a foolish mistake. The repair on this is...
Suddenly, a voice comes into the mind. Like a strong wind blowing off a candle.
Alas, no man shall bravest the storm and live. Including thee.
"37! 37!
All the heavenly images have gone. In the depths of the freezing cave, the Manus pawns are violently knocking their heads against the walls. By their feet, 37 is lying unconsciously, yet muttering incomprehensible words. The soul stone statue is still in the cave, looking down upon them indifferently.
What happened? Were all those illusions? If it weren't for the heat of the stone bangle that wakes me up, would I go as crazy as they did? This stone reminds me of the spinning wheel.
Luckily, the leather box is still here.
The collector of asymmetric nuclei R. If the reagent turns gold after reacting with the fog here, that means the fog contains elements that can be immune to the storm.
A hint of gold forms in the glass tube. The glass, this has never happened before.
The color changed faster than I thought. The concentration of R is thousands of times higher than in the Manus' masks. In other words, whoever owns this cave can produce the protective equipment of the storm in big numbers. Is that the reason why Arcana is here?
37 rolls over in her sleep.
Oh, Mother, our model. Has it failed? Has it failed?
I need to take 37 out of here.
More insane pawns are charging out from the shadows, blocking their way.
So the Abraxas were people from the Manus. The fog here can affect people's minds, like those around the lake in my suitcase.
The stone bangle is incredibly heated.
Have the Manus found a way to launch attacks without being punished by the bangle? Or don't they care about the price they will be paying anymore?
The danger is close. One must act now.
I hope Regulus didn't throw my words to the wind. I have to get rid of them first, and go out to join the others.
And we reached the end of our little run with Reverse 1999 today. We sadly do not have any more time, but we may just be finding out as to why the Manus Vindictae are here. Arcana has found a way, or rather has found a substance that can pretty much ignore what the storm is doing. And now that Vertin is also here and getting closer to the truth, well, we may not be long for this world in terms of having a really massive conflict happening on this island. So, oh boy, things are only gonna get even spicier from here. And in case you noticed the quality of the video, it's slightly better because I downloaded this on Steam and I did not actually realize that this thing was also on Steam. So it's a lot easier to record it now thanks to it being on that platform. And I no longer have to tab in and out every once in a while because I had just had to do screen capture. Thankfully, this thing is Steam friendly and I can very easily record it. So, if you guys want to see more of Vertin's adventures here in the game, hit like, comment, subscribe, and share this among your friends. And until next time, toodles.